guys, welcome back. This is Sound Living in Oklahoma. I am Katie and I am a realtor with Chamberlain Realty, and I get to work with all of the awesome people across the Oklahoma City metro area. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about the home buying process from a bird's eye view. So just in general, what is the home buying process? What does that look like? What can you expect? So let's get started. Okay, so I broke down the home buying process into about 7 different steps. And a lot of them are, you can kind of mix and match, but I tried to put them in a logical order that most likely you'll probably follow as a home buyer. So number 1 is, what do you want? Okay, so number 1 is just identifying, what do you need? What do you want? What location are you looking in? Okay, so this is kind of the time period where you're just casually browsing. You're looking at what's out there. What do you like? What do you don't like? You're taking an assessment of your family and trying to decide, what do we really need? And then above and beyond that, what do we like? Okay, so this is kind of where really you're just browsing, you're getting an idea of what you want. Okay, this is a great time period to just be like cruising around on Zillow and things like that. If you come across other websites, I know like I have a really great website that has all of the homes listed on the MLS. Feel free to cruise around that. If you just let me know that you are just casually browsing, I promise I won't bug you. Sometimes depending on where you go, a lot of times you'll get hounded by a lot of people. But that's kind of the first step, is just to look at what's out there. Maybe you'll go to some open houses and just kind of check them out, those sorts of things. So step 2, I would find a realtor that you really love. Okay, and find a realtor who is going to take care of you, who you like, and who you want to spend some time with. Make sure that person is willing to walk with you through the entire process. Make that process super easy and seamless, and just look at what you want out of that relationship and find a person who can give that to you. Okay, if you're looking for a realtor, if you just want to ask questions, always feel free to ask me. You can post them in the comments. I'm happy to work with you or anyone else who who might be looking to buy. But I know a lot of people have realtors that they worked with forever and you're super happy with them. Just make sure that when you decide to start moving forward, that you contact that realtor and tell them that you are looking to buy, even within maybe the next year or 2, and they can get you on the right track to make the process as easy as possible. Okay, so that would be step 2. Step 3 is going to be to talk with a lender and get pre-approved. Okay, sometimes people flip-flop steps 2 and 3, but I would really do them in this order. I would find your realtor and then find your lender, because a lot of times your realtor, they know a lot of people in the area, okay? So they're gonna know which lender is really great, which one's gonna work hard for you, which one is going to get you what you need. And they'll be able to match you with lenders who might just be a good fit for you. So that's why I would do those in those order. I would find your realtor and then find your lender to get pre-approved. And also another reason why you want to get pre-approved early on is the fact that they'll pull your credit and just kind of check it out and see what you could qualify for. And a lot of times people will have things on their credit that they didn't even know was there. And so it's nice to know that in advance, to say, oh, hey, I could be working on this, and by the time I'm ready to buy a house, then you're going to be in good shape. So make sure you're talking with a lender, see what that looks on that end of things. And that way, also it's really good because it'll give you a budget that you can stick to. So you wanna make sure that you have that realistic budget. So when you're out shopping, then you're not really looking at stuff that you can afford. So that would be step 3. So step number 4 is the fun part, is going shopping. So this is when you get with your realtor. Hopefully your realtor has been sending you a lot of homes that fit your criteria. Pick out a few that you really love and might want to go out and see, and go take a look. And so, like I said, this is the fun part, getting out, taking a look at homes, deciding and really getting a feel for what things look like in person. A lot of times, I'm telling you, those photos for homes, they are really talented, okay? So they can make homes look excellent. And sometimes when you get there in person, sometimes the homes are excellent and sometimes they're not. So it's important to get out and actually take a look at homes in person. So step 4, the fun part, going shopping. Okay, so step 5 is going to be, okay, you find a home that you really love. Now you're ready to make an offer. Okay, and so when you find the home that you love, you'll obviously work with your realtor to make an offer. And in the future down the road, I will talk a little bit about what makes an offer a strong offer, how, like, all the different options and strategies behind making offers. So that will be step number 5, getting an offer. Hopefully you'll get it accepted, and then you'll need to deliver your earnest money. That's really the step 1 after the contract's been accepted. Sorry. Okay, once it's been accepted, you've delivered your earnest money. Step 6 is you'll have an inspection period. So this is the time where you get your home inspection. Usually people will go with a general home inspection and a termite inspection. If you're out in rural areas, then you'll probably need like a well and septic test and things like that. But in general, you'll get your home inspection during, probably about the first 1 to 2 weeks after the contract has been accepted. And the inspector is just going to look at the home, say, is it safe? What are they seeing? What might need fixed? Things like that. And so once that's complete, you will work with your realtor to come up with what we call a TRR. This is a document that will ask the seller to make certain repairs, and so that way the home is in really great, safe, and functional shape when you move in. Okay, and that starts another kind of negotiating period. You and the seller will negotiate what they're willing to fix and those sorts of things. So once we have the TRR, then you kind of get to the final steps. Your lender will schedule an appraisal. So someone will come out to the house. They will also run some comps. They'll look at a few other things, but they will come up with or determine the number that they believe the home is worth. And so the lender uses that in order to fund the loan. Okay, so they want to make sure that the home is really worth what they're paying for it, or what you're paying for it. So that's the appraisal. Then the loan goes through some final steps to get final approval. The title company will do all of their work, kind of behind the scenes. They go make sure the seller actually owns the home. They will make sure the seller doesn't have any liens, or maybe there are some easements on the property, and so they'll figure all of that stuff out and get all of that worked out. They will also come up with the final closing amounts and send those out. So once you get closer to closing, you'll do your final walkthrough. And determine, okay, the seller really did make all of those fixes we asked for. The home still looks great. We're still gonna close on it. Usually the next day or the same day, you go into the title company and you sign all of your documents, you pay your closing amount, and you walk out with your keys. So that's also the exciting day, because that means you just bought a house. So it is a long process. There are many steps within. Like I said, really make sure that you are finding a realtor that you love, that will work with you, who knows the process and can help you along. So that way the process is really smooth and easy. If you are thinking about buying, whether it's this year or just down the road, and you think you might need a little bit of help, I'm always here to answer questions for you. Feel free to comment them down below or shoot me a personal message. That's fine too. Excuse me. I also have just created a home buyer group on Facebook. It's called Norman Area Home Buyer Facts, FAQS. And so that's just a place where I post a lot about the process of home buying, little tips and tricks, insider things, and just a bunch of things you never knew about the home buying process. So if you're thinking of buying, I would love for you to join that. I will post the link down below. And like I said, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.